Yo, what's up? It's DNA for sure. And I just wanted to address something that I said in my video on how to make friends. The part when I said that, I was too smart to have friends or whatever the fuck I said. I said that my intellect dwarfs my social skills. And there's a lot of people out there like that. And I met at least two of them, one recently and one a couple years ago. Mm, and it's not that you're too smart, it's not that you're too intellectual. It's the fact that, I'm gonna break it down like this. Me, to be totally honest, starting off, I did, just enjoy reading. I did just love learning. I was talking before was I could walk, is what I was told. I was forming sentences. I could tell people to pick me up, you know, before. I've been talking at this level, maybe not as, my vocabulary is like, all right, but as far as how articulate I am, I've been talking like this ever since I was three, two or three. Like 3 year olds, I just look at them, I didn't know, you know. I just looked at them like they were really underdeveloped. But it just turns out that I was just very advanced. Like I was talking like a 6 year old or so when I was three. I was talking like 3 year olds talking now that are like okay with speech at one or two, you know. I grew up with 8 people in my house. And there was probably more people around when I was in my mother's tummy. But I really got off subject. At first, I learned because, I was that young. I knew how to talk for fucking all my life. I was always trying to fucking teach myself how to tell time and read and shit and remember fucking like multiple times tables, shit like that. When I would hear people say like 2 times 2 is 4. I just said I was about to say 12. I saw a 6 in my mind for some reason. But I keep forgetting what I was gonna say. At first, it was just for the love of learning, for the sake of learning. But I moved around. I was not outside enough for me to really. I replaced reading, people with reading, people with books, and learning, and thinking, and being a little philosopher and listening to different music from all over the world. That's what I replaced people with. So when I took that childhood depression, developing low self esteem, feeling stifled because we were moving around so much, it lowered my fucking confidence because I didn't feel like I had any control. So I'm just like, fuck it, you know. I um I learned, I started to learn and collect all these facts and books because I had low self esteem. People who are very intellectual and just have not a high capacity for learning, not a high IQ, but people who just like me, who just know everything about everything, that could just tell you anything, that just have a whole fucking world library in one part of their fucking brain. That's a sign of low self esteem and depression when you read a lot, when you learn a lot, because you feel like you have to replace your social skills or you have to get rid of what's going on in your life with facts. If you can't fucking make as many friends as somebody else, it's one thing that you can fucking say. That you're smarter than everybody. That you can fucking read a book faster than everybody. That you can fix any problem with your fucking knowledge of psychology and uh, behavior patterns. You know, I'm not saying everybody is like that. I'm not saying that people who just have a real love for science and a lust for learning are all socially depraved, depressed, low self esteem having people. But that's a big symptom, You know, a lot of people don't even think about that. Um, and being this way, it's unhealthy, and it could lead to mental illness, of course. Because if you all you know is intellect, all you know is one side of your brain, and you don't know people, you don't know social skills, you don't know how to manage your emotions. When you learn something one day, and you will, because we all do it, you're gonna learn something one day that you can't emotionally fucking handle. Something's gonna happen to you in life that if you just had that many more hours of socializing, that much more, you can't really measure. I mean, you probably can't measure social skills. It's probably some fucking formula that I don't really give a fuck about, actually. But if you would have just put down the fucking book and went to the fucking football game or went to that party that you didn't get invited to and said fuck it, if you would have just had a couple more hours or hundreds of hours, I don't know how much 100 hours is, like 5 days, some shit. If you would have just did that, you would have been emotionally prepared. You would have been socially, you would have been more dynamic. You would have been socially conditioned to be able to handle certain things. I, I never really lost anybody that close to me. Both of my parents are close to me. My sister's not close to me. I don't really have that many people. Like if my auntie's not really emotionally close to me. I feel if I did, whoever's close to me, if they died, I wouldn't know how to handle that. My cousin, my little cousin, Amari, if he died, I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know how to handle that. I would drink, definitely, 100%, probably, or maybe not. I don't know. That's another thing too. When you live this kind of lifestyle, when you replace books with people, and you let that get in the way of your social skills, you don't know yourself. You know everything else in the whole world, but you don't know yourself. So, I never, we're not taught that. We're not taught psychology in school. We're taught biology, and we're not even fucking taught that. I know nurses right now that don't know shit about the human anatomy, but they make fucking $20,000 a year. If you want to learn something, learn psychology, learn about fucking get some sex manuals, learn how to make a girl squirt, learn how to make a fucking dude shoot across the whole fucking room, or learn about the male G spot, which I don't know what that is. I think it's like the thing from Road Trip, the fingers in the ass, whatever that is, the prostate. Learn about that shit if you really want to learn about something, you know. Um, Actually, that could make you really bitter and make you hate people even more. But you know yourself, hopefully enough. You probably know yourself a lot more than you think, like me, because you had so much time alone to do that self-assessment and evaluation. Knowing yourself means having knowledge of what you would do in any situation, any infinite amount of situations. What would you do? If you don't know that, you don't know yourself. But anyways, the problem with people like me, this is really what the video is about while I still have 5 more minutes. The problem with people like me is that intellect becomes the tits of your fucking body. You get double D's. I got fucking triple F's. That's what my mind is to me. If my mind was a penis, it would be longer than my leg. That's how it is. And I might say really ditzy, stupid, blonde things, but I'm really up there. And I have to do that because I have a big ego because of this, whatever. But the problem for people like me is you're so much, all you do is learn, all you do is read, all you do is think. You're a philosopher. So you calculate. You and your brain become one. Your brain becomes your body, like I said. And your body just becomes your fucking pinky or your pinky toe. It's just in the way. That's what I've always thought. And I never thought about that till now. But instead of your